Dear leader. In this video, we'll be talking about managing up. And managing up is a term that is used especially as you move up, but no one really explains exactly what it means. And if you Google it, it'll give you a definition, but I don't believe, at least in my experience, that that definition is all inclusive. So I want to share with you the three ways that I think about managing up so that you can implement this at work and build out a better relationship with your leadership team. Okay, so the first one is you want to manage up when it comes to dealing with matters and providing solutions without those matters escalating. So maybe in the course of the work that you're doing, somebody's getting all up in a tizzy about something, and you want to do your best to not let it reach your boss. You are like a first line of defense before it goes up the line. And you want to do what you can for things not to be escalated, for your boss not to have to stop what they're doing to deal with something that's in your scope of responsibility. Now, with that being said, it's equally as important to know when escalation is necessary, right? You don't want to wait too late to escalate either. But in the event that escalation is necessary, you want to be the person to provide proactive awareness to your leadership before it's escalated. So if you have a conversation with someone and things get out of hand, or someone feels bothered about something, you might want to mention it to your boss. Like, hey, just wanted to give you a heads up. I had this conversation with X person and they said this, and I thought that you should know just in case they come to you. And normally their response is going to be, okay, and we'll move on. On the flip of that, though, is if they get blindsided, now someone has had the opportunity to give their perspective of what happened and say what they want to say about what you did or what you didn't do. And your boss receives that information first, and now they're blindsided. And now they have to bring that back to you to figure out what's going on. And now you're on the defensive instead of the offensive. So that's why you want to make sure that matters that need to be escalated are handled by you and you take them to your leadership first. Now, the second thing that comes into play when it comes to managing up is providing leadership with awareness of your achievement, right? This isn't a pivotal, important part, and I know I use the word important a lot. I do, I know. But if you're expecting your leadership to just take notice, that doesn't always happen. What they know is what you tell them. So if you're not telling them about your awesomeness, you can't expect them just to know. You can't expect them to just recognize it because they're also in the midst or busy doing whatever it is that they're doing, their work, their golf, their meeting, etc. So make sure that you are managing up by providing leadership with awareness of the achievements that you and the goals and things that you are achieving, as well as if that pertains to a team that you're leading as well. And then the third way I want you to practice and work on managing up is managing your leader's expectations. Just because you report to someone does not mean that you can't set expectations. It's your job to manage them. So before I left corporate America, I had my first female boss, like seriously, like first full-time female boss. And it was very different for me. Like in 20 years, I had had all men bosses. And when you're in a grind or hustle, male energy can be quite supportive and very different than female energy. And this particular boss was also very direct, but she was trying not to be. So it was very just, you see my face? Like it just didn't feel good and I wasn't very clear. So I had to learn the skill of managing her and managing what she can expect from me, what I'm going to deliver, but also what she says to me, how she says it to me, like what do I require? Like what do I require to be effective and for this to work? And so ways that you might want to think about managing your leader's expectation also include what resources are required for you to do your job efficiently and effectively. What's the timing of deliverables that they're passing out? And then again, what are your boundaries around that? This is also a way of managing up. These are all kind of components of managing up in order for managing up to be effective. Managing up cannot just be taking things off your boss plate or not letting escalation matters get to them. Managing up is kind of a well-rounded process where you're managing what they think about you, you're managing their expectations so that what they think is what you want them to think about you based on the objectives and things that you set or the resources and things that you need. And you want them to know that you're covering their back because you're not letting them get blindsided, but rather you're providing proactive awareness of what's going on and where you might need them to be a resource or where they might, hear information from someone else and you've already level set them on what's going on so that they are informed and they can show up as a leader as well. Okay, if you have questions about managing up, if you want to give me a scenario of where you practiced, but it didn't quite go the way you needed it to go or wanted it to go, then jump in the community and let me know all about it. I'll see you there.